we are now moving on into losers finals with Hybrid and Oyasumi versus Berserker and Mowgli. I don't know. I'm call me biased because of their names, but I'm kind of rooting for Red Team in this one. But let's see. We're starting on game one. Red Team manages to get both weapons and force Blue Team into an unarmed situation. Looking good. Now, Blue Team, undaunted, already answers back, getting stage control immediately after being forced off stage, building up that damage on the Onyx. This is looking good. Winners finals already starting off very, very close, showcasing that both of these teams deserve to make it here.
Yeah, exactly. If they are this far in the tournament, it's because they are good. But Red Team has a bit of a lead, but it's also very close. And I mean, this is the stage of the tournament where basically every match is close. Ooh, and the Blue Team loses their first stock.
Ooh, answering right back, closing out two of Red Team stock. Blue Team is establishing the one stock lead with Oyasumi deep in the red, but comboing the Val across back and forth, already bringing him into the orange on his second stock just after reaching it. Oyasumi loses his stock right after that, but it's not looking good for Red Team.
Not anymore, yeah. Just to prove us that it's not because of a strong start that you will win the game. We've seen that so many times today already, right? The team that starts stronger ends up losing. It's anyone's game, really.
Well, what happens more often than not is that once you establish the lead, you get a little comfortable and you think you got it, and then that's exactly when the other team starts trying even harder. So if there's anything to take away from it is don't let up until the victory is assured. Ooh, as I say that, the Onyx gets a beautiful ground pound on the Olgrim to close out his second stock and keep the stocks even. Oh! And then the Val closes out Oyasumi's second stock, but unfortunately dies right after, leaving, I believe, Mowgli in a 2v1 situation against Oyasumi and Hybrid.
It's not looking that good. They already started with the team combo. Oh, they didn't get the knockout. It would have been the fastest knockout of the day. But it's looking really hard for the Red Team now.
I don't know. This is when miracles happen. Let's see if the Onyx can pull it off. But with that being said, Oyasumi hasn't even taken a bit of damage on his last stock. So if he does manage to find the stock on Olgrim, it is going to be a little difficult. As I say that, though, he gets hit with a GC side sig to close game one in favor of Oyasumi and Hybrid.
Big side sig. That was a fast game.
It was a very fast game. Now, immediately going on into game two, both teams didn't switch up at all. They're staying on the Val pick. That's interesting. Normally, we would have seen Berserker maybe go on into a Wu Shang at this point, but maybe he's feeling confident with the Val.
Yeah, maybe he might think that he didn't do enough. He didn't do all he could have done with the Val. And I've said that before. I feel like Val is a solid pick for 2v2s. So I don't disagree with him keeping the pick.
You know, I'm right there with you. Val is always a good fallback pick for anyone in a 2v2 situation.
But he's having a hard time against Oyazumi's side. It's the second time that he's get into an aerial side string. So he's gonna have to pay attention for that. And he gets knocked out by the Macho Man there.
Ooh, not looking good in favor of Red Team here. In my opinion, if I were in Red Team's position here and I was Berserker, I would be switching over into the Wu Shang to maintain the gauntlets and then use the spear to kind of answer the scythe a little bit here.
Yeah.
Also to answer the lance, but it kind of add on a little bit, or to kind of like ease up the pressure, I should say, off of Mowgli, who's on the cannon currently answering that lance. But as I say that, though, Mowgli finds that first stock on Oyasumi, trying to find that first stock on Hybrid, landing the recovery, getting back to stage, really going deep down into the blast zone there for that one. Thankfully not getting too punished for it, but we see here Berserker looking for that D-Light. Ooh, landing it on Oyasumi, getting the D-Light there. But getting knocked off stage. Ooh, getting hit by the Sair by Oyasumi. Oh, and then the neutral Sig to close out his stock. Oyasumi saving Hybrid. Getting the recovery to chase dodge back. Ooh, all right. The stock's looking even. With Mowgli a little bit down on damage, or very much down on damage, I should say, against Hybrid, who is just now in the second stock versus Mowgli in his red. This is looking like it still could potentially go either way, Puds.
Yeah, right. But I gotta say that Hybrid is playing out of his mind with his act. He is hitting so much. He's building so much damage and doing an excellent job at not being hit. His first stock lasted so long.
You are absolutely right about that. The blue team looking like they are actually down a little bit here. If Oyasumi loses his stock, it could very well go into red team's favor.
Yeah, you're right. But
ooh,
I feel like the blue team is doing a better job at building up damage.
Especially in this game, you're absolutely right about that. But as I say that, Val finds the side sig to close out Hybrid's second stock. Now on his last. Ooh! Now forced into a 2v1 situation with both of red team being just either in the red or out, just outside of it. He could very well still take this if he lands 2 well-placed attacks, or even 1 well-timed one. Now, ooh, finding the Sair on Mowgli, killing Berserker. This is exactly what I was talking about, folks. Just because he was forced into a 2v1 doesn't mean he can't take it. But here we see Mowgli getting back his weapon, trying to figure out a way to close out the situation in favor of his team. Going around the down signature. Ooh, dodging past the weapon throw, using the Sair to get back to stage. He's doing a very, very good job. Ooh, dodges the down sig, puts himself in advantage state, lets Hybrid get back though, whiffs the weapon toss. Ooh, unfortunately, in now disadvantage. Gets a nice unarmed neutral light. Hybrid trying to find the close to this stock. Can't seem to land those options. Mowgli is doing the most to space him out. Hits the sidelight recovery. Ooh, is he going to be able to get it? Oh, sidelight recovery to the win in favor of Berserker and Mowgli. Very solid performance there. Almost got reversed at the end, but managed to clutch it up.
There was so much damage dealt by the red team. The Onyx, they played so well, and just like you said, I'm not sure if they are hearing us, if they have the stream open, but they changed their pick from Val to the Wushang, just like you suggested, Kawa.
I'm telling you, man, the advantage that you gain from being able to answer a weapon that's putting you in a state of disadvantage is insane. And as we've seen him already pull out the Wushang, we know this is in his pocket. So it wouldn't be far off to assume that, you know, especially in state where the sword wasn't paying off. Wow! And then as we see Mowgli losing his first stock very early. Berserker's trying to do the most to even that out. Oyasumi almost losing his stock, but managing to get the recovery to chase dog back up the stage. Ooh, whiffing the ground pound. Berserker landing the Sair instead. Goodness gracious, everything is happening so quick here. Berserker not dying off of the Sair. Avoiding the weapon toss to ledge cancel into a unarmed down sig. Somehow Hybrid didn't die from that, but he gets hit by a dare and loses all his options to close out his first stock. With a 1 stock lead being held by Berserker and Mowgli right now, this is looking a little good right now at the beginning of the game 3 here in losers finals.
Starting to look a bit better for the red team, and they managed to take the second stock of Oyasumi, and the red team has a big lead right now.
No, absolutely. Ooh, with a solid Sair to close out Berserker's first stock here. We have Hybrid really doing the most to try and make sure that even though their team is down on stocks, that they can figure out a way to come back from that. And as I say that, Oyasumi closes out Mowgli's second stock to even out those stocks and damage spread. This is looking very good in favor of blue team, considering the way this game started.
How many times do we have to say that you never know until the game is done? so many times the team that starts with the lead ends up losing that lead. Oh, but Hybrid gets gamed. Oyasumi, it's on his last stock. He gotta be careful on that offstage, and we know he is not the most careful offstage player. Oh,
unfortunately, Mowgli losing his last stock.
He lost all of his jumps. Oh my god. Suddenly,
Oh yeah, if I was in Berserker
for the
situation here, no, for sure, I would be trying to find a way to pressure this Ogre like how he is right now, and let Oyasumi miss position. I would be, oh, okay, with a nice GC D-Light to close out his second stock. Now on his last, Berserker is going to be trying to figure out a way to build up some damage on the Ogre while letting Oyasumi miss position and, you know, get punished for it. Now, we see here, unarmed, he's able to space him out, right, not really fall into the team combo. How is the spear going to benefit him in this situation? Personally, if I was him, I would be trying to switch off over into the gauntlets. Let's see how he does it, though.
I mean, he could maybe try to fish for a down air on the ledge. You saw he trying to do that once. But yeah, I think you're right. It's not exactly the best option. But the side
with a side signature to close out Oyasumi, landing a nice neutral signature on Hybrid, whipping the Sair. Ooh, whipping the neutral signature. He weapon tosses into the gauntlet. Okay, he's trying to figure this out. He's trying to pressure him into falling into one of these signatures, it seems. Hybrid is undaunted, though. He's holding the ledge. Unarmed, he is pressing into his opponent, realizing that it's only going to take one hit. Now both... Oh, with the Sair to close out Game 3 in favor of Hybrid and Oyasumi. We're moving now over into Game 4. It's going back and forth.
It's going back and forth. We love to see it. And honestly, there isn't much that can be said at this point. Both teams are playing their best. They didn't change their picks. They are using what they're most comfortable with. So let's just move to Game 4. There isn't much to be said.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Ooh, that's an interesting map pick. We are on the Terminus map, one of the newest maps of the game. The first time we are seeing this in this block of this tournament. I'm not sure if it was played early today, but let's see. It's another map with 3 platforms. Hybrid already going for the ground pound, trying to go for some early KOs. Ooh, the blue team has a nice lead.
Really impressed. Yeah,
And
I
they
was going
got
to say
the
a
first
very
game.
impressive start by blue team here to establish a lead here on Game 4.
They want to
With the
end
2-stock
this.
lead against red team. Oh yeah, very much so. Red team's really going to have to showcase some patience and some solid neutral gameplay in order to get past this 2-stock disadvantage that they're in.
And I gotta remember that the red team is the one that is coming from winners final. The Wushan going for the spear offstage play. Spear is an excellent weapon for the offstage and gets knocked out by the blasters downsig from Oyasumi. And he's on his last
solid
stock.
downsing. No, absolutely. Now, I'm seeing here, I'm going to predict it. If red team wins this game, it's going to be because Mowgli's forced into a 2v1 situation, and he's gonna clutch it up, and it's gonna end up in a 1v1 between him and Hybrid. That's my prediction. If red team wins.
That was kind of specific, but I can't really disagree with you. I can see that happening.
These players are all playing phenomenally, but when it comes down to who's playing what role, Oyasumi and Berserker are playing the role of aggressors here, whereas Hybrid and Mowgli are very obviously stock camping with the stock spread very even right now.
Oh,
we can only assume. Ooh, that down signature is legendary by Hybrid there, landing that almost every time. Ooh, closing out Berserker's last stock with a well-timed recovery. Mowgli's forced into the 2v1 situation. Now, it's all going to come down to whether or not he can close out Oyasumi's stock Oh, very nice job closing out Hybrid's second stock, making sure that when he does find Oyasumi stock, that he's not too much in a state of disadvantage. Landing the dare, keeping him off the stage. Ooh, doing a very good job of pressuring him. Is that it for Hybrid? No, gets back to stage. Mowgli now in advantage in damage. Ooh, getting hit with the D-Light, getting hit with the GC neutral stick, and then recovery to close out game 4 in favor of Hybrid and Oyasumi, securing their spot to move on into grand finals against Snowy and Hideaway. Puds, that was crazy.